Third question, which all of you are dancing around, but how are you going to handle Brian Heady?
I think that's a pretty good discussion. I know Brian. I talked with him on occasion. I can say up at the meetings, you know, his demeanor probably needs a lot of grinding to get civil. But in my experience with Brian is you let him talk, you diffuse the energy, and the meeting goes on as normal.
I've spoken with Brian many, many times. In fact, somehow he got a hold of my cell number, so as you can imagine, he calls me quite a bit. I think Brian is a powerful force of the impetus of change in our city. Brian has many things that are very, very important and strong to him. And sometimes he digs in like a bulldog. And is that always bad? Is it always bad to search and to find out what's going on and why things are happening? Brian respects me, and he's told me that he thinks that I will bring a nice calming influence to the city council. So if I can bring that to our city council and modify Brian, I think that'll be a good thing.
Well, I guess you catch more bees with honey than you do without. And I would probably, in the beginning, treat him with kid gloves. Let he and I have a mutual respect for one another, and from there on out, I would take off the gloves with him, because I think he's a disruptive person who thinks he is overly smart, and has not been a good influence really for the city of Vero Beach.
And I'll just say that I think a lot of Brian's reaction to things is merely frustration at being muzzled, that not being allowed to bring subjects to the council and have an open discussion. I think a council that's more willing to discuss these issues in the open will diffuse a good bit of Brian Heady. But I also admire his request to always say, is this a good use of taxpayers' money? And nobody on the council today has been doing that until Brian came, and I think that has been an asset.
I guess I'm going to be the odd dog out because I think Brian needs some control. As a mayor, I had him thrown out of the office, or out of the meeting one time. He has got to learn that there is an order to the business. Now, you ask, how many people have read the charter? In the charter, well defined is how the business will be run, how the business of the city will be run. It's A, B, C, D. Also in there it says that the police officer is the sergeant at arms. And also in there it says if any member of the council or the audience disrupts the business meeting, the city council is a business meeting. If they disrupt the business meeting, the mayor has the right to have that person removed, and in fact can have the person charged. Brian has some great ideas. He just has no idea how to couch them correctly. You're not going to make a friend out of Brian Heady by being nice to him. He understands one thing. He understands force and control, and it's in the charter. It's easily done. You just have someone strong enough to enforce those rules.